Okay, guys. So like I was saying, outside of the fact that when he ran into this 18-wheeler that was parked on the side of the road, his eyes wasn't on task, his mind wasn't on task because he was asleep. As a result of that, what happened? He lost 4 kids and a wife.
Oh my.
Only he survived and one of his kids survived. What other states could he have been in?
Rushing.
Exactly. Rushing to get back home so that he can get some rest since he had been working for 36 hours.
Oh,
Fatigue.
Definitely fatigue. Definitely. Hadn't gotten any sleep and was just driving constantly.
Frustration.
Very frustrated probably because his family decided they wanted to continue driving versus staying a night, allowing him to get some rest. So his eyes wasn't on task. His mind wasn't on task. I want to say the 18-wheeler was in the line of fire when you think about it, but he also put his family in the line of fire by being fatigued, by rushing and being frustrated. He allowed his family to become a part of that. You see what I'm saying? So, balance, traction, and grip probably is the only thing that didn't play a part in this because he didn't lose his balance or anything. He just fell asleep at the wheel. So does that kind of make sense? You know, this story is kind of like a real reality for you when you think about it. He lost his whole family by not being a part of, by not thinking safe. Now, if we look at page 12 in your training manual, I'm gonna read a story too, since we've already discovered, you know, the states and the critical errors here. Before we read this story and go into more detail, I would like for you guys to kind of tell me what things could he have done to avoid this.
He should have got him some rest.
Switch drivers, could have got some rest.
Pull over.
He could have pulled over. What else? Anybody?
And he didn't have to leave that night. They could have went. His family could have waited till the next morning.
That's true. That's true. Okay, let's read the story and let's see. It seems like you guys are understanding the subject very well. Here's one story that says, a man was driving to the airport to drop off a rental car. Although he was used to being in a hurry, today he wasn't pressed for time. He wasn't at the intersection. He was at an intersection to turn left. The sun was directly in his eyes. He had on sunglasses. There wasn't a break in traffic for a while. When there finally was one, the first car didn't take it. The man resisted honking the horn. Finally, the first car found an opening and turned left. The man looked right, waited on one car, quickly looked ahead, and then turned left, almost into a brand new BMW, who said, "No harm was done. I could see that the sun was in your eyes." So, think about it. If you drove the BMW, what state and what errors would you have been looking for? If you were the individual driving the BMW and the man almost ran into you, what, you know, and just say like this man was understanding. He understood that he saw the sun in the man's eyes and he couldn't see. But just say if you didn't see that and you were the driver of the BMW, what states could you have figured him to be in? Rushing.
Probably was frustrated about something.
That's true.
Complacent.
Yeah, he could have been complacent. What about having his, what causes, you know, what errors?
His eyes wasn't on the road.
Yeah, he could have been thinking that his eyes wasn't on there.
Could have been message radio, could have been.
So his mind wasn't on the task as well. Perfect, that's right. Okay, this is one of my favorite stories. We kind of spoke about it a little earlier, but let's see what you get. It was late at the office. Everyone except the manager had gone home. One of the duties the last person in the office has is to make sure all doors are locked and the alarm system is on. As he looked At his watch, the manager realized he was going to be late. He was mad, and he still didn't get everything done. Under his breath, he was saying things about how everyone else gets to go home at quitting time, no worries about whether all their work is done or not. There were 2 front doors. Remember I was telling you guys about this story earlier? So we like to always incorporate that so you can have some real case studies and stuff. So, but one thing we didn't really go over is, like the way when he turned his body, was his eyes and his mind on task? Or any... I'm going to have to delete that little part out, but I want you guys to watch this brief video. We only have 5 minutes. And I'm going to just let you see the first part of it. This was a home video about the owners of Safe Start. Their daughter, friend of theirs' daughter, she made it. Can everyone see it and hear it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Larry Wilson is the founder of Safe Start. Safe Start is what we've been talking about, you know, helping you guys to learn about rushing, frustration, fatigue, keeping your eyes and mind on task. Do some Miss Barbara or Miss Flora or maybe even Miss Sharon, do you guys recognize Larry? Wait till they'll show him one more time. I'm sure y'all do. There's Larry.
With the little baby.
Yeah. Do y'all recognize him?
Yes. Oh, now I do.
You know who Larry is? He used to be a soap opera star.
Rick.
Very.
He looked like Rick. Oh, Bold and the Beautiful.
Yes.
I watched the soap opera movie. That's him, Sharon?
He did. He said he played soap operas a long time ago, and once he retired from that, he opened this.
Ooh, Larry.
It's going to be like 2 more minutes, guys.
See? That's what she was talking about with.
Okay. What I stopped it because our time is coming to near, and I know you guys have to get back to work. But I just wanted you guys, that's the video that I'll show you all. I'll email it to you guys and send copies for your boss to distribute to you guys to take home to share with your family. But do you guys have any questions or any stories you want to share regarding accidents or anything that may have happened? And let's see if we can, you know, you have a good understanding of the material.
Sharon got one. She said she did.
Oh.
Miss Sharon stepped in late, everybody, but I know you guys already know her. can, since you didn't get to put yourself on the introduction earlier, do you mind stating your name and how long you've been with the company and your position?
Just say Sharon.
You
You
have to
can't
stand
say
up.
my last name. I got you, boo.
Okay, y'all. My name is Sharon, and I've been with Plumber Company for about 7 years. And I have this story that one day I was in the kitchen cooking, and the fire was high, and I was dropping some French fries in the pot, and the whole pot caught on fire. And still, I just stopped, and I couldn't move. So I bagged up and started hollering.
Did the grease get on you?
No, and I did not just move the
You
pot.
could have had you not moved.
Yeah, I just bagged up.
So what was it? Your grease was too hot, or did it have water
It was
on
too
your
hot.
fries or
No,
something?
it was too hot. You know how when you have water on the fries and drop them down instead of placing them slowly.
See, had she not had her eyes on task to move fast enough, she could have gotten burned. That grease could have gotten on her face and her eyes, on her body, just as the little girl in the video. Very good. Very good. She wasn't rushing. She was paying attention. Her eyes was on task. Everything. Anyone else?
Sorry.
Please share.
Working at home with a nail gun, not paying attention to what I was doing. Went down and hit a board, caught the toe of my shoe. Luckily it didn't hit the toe, but caught the shoe and put the shoe, nailed the shoe to the board.
Wow. So you didn't see it? I mean, you didn't realize
I wasn't
it.
paying attention to what I was doing.
See his eye. He's letting us know his eyes or his mind wasn't on task. Were you rushing her?
Actually, yes, mine was somewhere else. Went down to do what I would normally do, and
Complacent. He was complacent with that activity. Very good. Anyone else?
Marianne.
As a dispatcher, it's my job to give addresses to the drivers. And instead of telling one of the workers to go east, I told him to go west, and it caused him to get frustrated. And he had an accident, and he was,
Okay, so see, she recognizes her role, even though she wasn't the individual involved in the accident. She's able to share a story that she recognized her role. Y'all got some active birds out. Wow, cool. Okay, well, any other questions? Okay, well, to wrap it up, guys, basically, just keep in mind that you have 4 states that generally your mind state is in when it comes, especially involving an accident. It's rushing, frustration, fatigue, and complacency. And these things can cause you to not have your eyes on task, your mind on task. You can become, I didn't went blank, look at that. You can put yourself in a line of fire, or you can lose your balance, traction, and grip. You know, you may fall or step out in front of a moving vehicle or anything like that. So what today's focus was about is making sure that we be more cognitive of our actions, we pay more attention, slow down, you know, maybe spend a little more time planning ahead so that we're not rushing. Try not to allow things to get to you so that you don't become frustrated. And just hope that something better can occur. Anything else? Any questions? Okay, if you guys can take the last paper of your manual is a post survey. If you guys can complete that and pass it forward, today's lesson, today's training class is over. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your time.